Google Maps versus Apple Maps. Which one do you use on a regular basis? If you use Google Maps, you might not be familiar with all of the amazing things Apple Maps has to offer, and vice versa. I'm going to walk you through everything there is to know about these two very powerful apps in 2026 and walk you through which one you should be using depending on how you use either maps. So let's jump right in. Now you can see here I have Google Maps and Apple Maps here. Let's first just open Google Maps, and I'm going to walk you through some key differences on the aesthetics. You can see immediately it pops up with, of course, the map, but there's also search and ask maps and restaurants and local vibe, etc. Now let's compare this with Apple Maps. If you open it up, you can see a lot cleaner. It says Apple Maps at the bottom and allows you to search for a location, but it's not cluttered up by all sorts of other things about restaurants and things to do, etc. That's your first indication of where the incentive for Apple Maps and Google Maps and where they're pushing their maps. You can see for Apple Maps, it wants to be a map and direction service first, whereas over on Google Maps, it also wants to provide you with directions, but it also wants to suggest and give you more information on places to go, restaurants, etc., coffee shops, all those sorts of things. Part of that is because ultimately Google makes money through advertisements. So whenever you search for something like restaurants, it can pop up and say, all right, here are some restaurants. But if you scroll down, sometimes this list isn't necessarily the restaurants that are the best restaurants, but sometimes they're sponsored restaurants or sponsored coffee shops or wherever. Essentially, this is how Google makes money, one of the ways within Google Maps. However, let's compare that over with Apple Maps. And if I say and type in here restaurants, you'll be able to see it pops up with several different restaurants. And I can go through here and you can see all of these restaurants. But as I scroll through, it doesn't currently show any advertised restaurants. Now, Apple has come out recently that they might start to include some advertisements within the Apple Maps. But as of right now, Google Maps will focus on providing you information on where to go, essentially restaurants, places, coffee shops, all that stuff, and does a great job, but they will advertise to you a bit, whereas Apple Maps will not. So if your focus and first and primary focus is to essentially have your privacy, I would recommend Apple Maps. Essentially, Apple is not primarily an advertising company, so they're not interested in selling or gathering your information on where you go, what restaurants you go to, what places you're visiting. However, with Google Maps, it is tracking your information in terms of where you search for, where you go, etc. So that's one big difference. Google Maps provides better reviews and information on restaurants, but they are advertising to you and they are gathering a bit of your information to be able to sell you ads in terms of what they show you in Google Maps and elsewhere, whereas Apple Maps doesn't. Now let's walk through the actual navigation itself. So on here in Google Maps, I'm going to type in or tap on Washington, D.C. and hit directions. You can see the directions here, and let's compare those with Apple Maps. So instead of restaurants, let's type in Washington, D.C. and then directions. You can see a couple differences here. So Apple Maps says 5 hours and 5 minutes, whereas Google Maps says 4 hours and 55 minutes. It's a little bit shorter, about 10 minutes shorter in Google Maps. And you can see the mileage, 279 miles versus 283 miles. So essentially, Google Maps is taking you on a slightly shorter route. Now, one of the things that you'll want to keep in mind is oftentimes Apple Maps pads the time of arrival. So it kind of overestimates the time of arrival so that when you do actually arrive a little bit earlier than expected, you're gladly, pleasantly surprised, basically. Whereas Google Maps crowdsources all of the drivers on the road right now who are actively using Google Maps to get real-time data, and it gives you probably the most accurate information in terms of when you'll arrive at that location. So on here you can see, again, it gives you a couple different options. You can see driving, walking, transit, etc., which is available both for Google Maps and Apple Maps. They both provide this. They both provide notifications on when essentially you're going to go through construction, when there's a speed trap or police on the road, when there's an object in the road, all of that. They do a good job. Essentially, what I find the biggest difference is whether you want to use Google Maps or whether you want to use Apple Maps is one, privacy. So if you wanted to focus on your privacy and not having your information being sent out to advertisers, I would use Apple Maps. Whereas if you wanted better recommendations on restaurants and places to go in your area, I would use Google Maps for that as well. Now, you can always use both if you wanted to. If you wanted to find something to go to, like a restaurant or coffee shop, you can use Google Maps to do that, and then you can actually navigate to it in Apple Maps, which has a cleaner look and feel, and again, doesn't necessarily share any of your information with Apple, and it all stays on your device, or it's anonymized when it's sent to the Apple servers. I hope this gives you a picture of which one is better at what and gives you a better idea of which one you should use down the road. If you enjoyed this video, check out this video over to my right. I think you'll really like that one too. Thanks, guys.